Hello folks, my name is Mark. This is Why I Hate the World. How you guys doing? So, as I'm sure you're all aware, the election hasn't really been called yet. As of this recording, it's 10:45 on the West Coast, Pacific time, so we don't have a clear winner. A lot of the states that are left, Trump is leading in, but there's states where the mail-in ballots aren't going to be counted for a couple of days. And, I just want to kind of say to everybody, don't panic, okay? This is actually something that we expected to happen. We expected there to be this scenario. If Biden or Trump didn't win outright, then there could be a couple of days, some time, up until even maybe the 6th, November 6th, where all of the mail-in ballots get to be counted. And then we'll know for sure, right? As it is right now, according to the New York Times, Biden is ahead in electoral votes, but looking at the states, it looks like the ones that are left over, Trump is actually ahead in most of the states that are left over. So I kind of want to show you what I'm looking at. Let me just turn on my left monitor here. Election turns into nail biter that may extend for days. So you can kind of see the totals up here, but if you look at the states that are left, Donald Trump is ahead in pretty much all of these states, except for Maine and Arizona. Oh, wow, Nevada too. Oh, well, shit. Okay, I did not know that. So anyway, that's good to know, that Biden is ahead in Nevada. That's great. That narrows that down a little bit. But, it doesn't exactly seal the deal. Basically, Biden has to win Michigan and Pennsylvania in order for that to happen, right? If he can win Michigan, Pennsylvania, that's it. The end, game over. If not, then we don't know. But the thing is, if you look at Michigan, it says here, officials have said unofficial results could take until November 6th. So that's a couple days from now, Friday, right? I think it's Friday. Is November 6th Friday? I don't know. Let me look at my calendar. Yes, it is. Right. And then Pennsylvania, it's also saying Friday, November 6th. So, Wisconsin will probably know by 3 a.m., 3 to 6 a.m., and then these guys will probably know before the end of the night, North Carolina, Georgia, and then Maine. So it's getting pretty close. We're not going to know until the 6th, and this is a scenario that we kind of thought might actually happen. So, here's the thing, folks, right? The fear here is that the Trump people have been planning for this, and that's why they've already, they're already going to go and challenge these states and try to get the count stopped, right? And that's what a lot of these court battles over the last couple of weeks have been all about. The Trump people setting it up so that they can try to stop counting of votes, in particular mail-in ballots and that kind of thing. And that was the entire thing behind Trump's strategy here, was to make it harder for people to vote, close down polling stations, screwing with the post office so that it takes longer for votes to come in. And, it looks like we might be seeing the effect of that. Right. So, but the thing is, it's like, well, we just got to hang in there, and hopefully Joe Biden doesn't concede until all the votes are counted. And here's the thing, right? It's not about, winning or losing. Not really. It's about the mandate from the people. That's what elections are really about. Okay. That's what they should be about, at least. It's about, genuinely tabulating the vote, and whoever gets the most wins, and that person has the mandate. And if it just so happens that Donald Trump wins legitimately, then you have to accept it, right? I know the Trump fans aren't going to see it that way, and they're threatening violence and all of this other shit, right? But that's how democracy works. Sometimes you don't win when it comes to democracy, even when it looks like you're going to. Sometimes you don't win, and I want to prepare everybody out there for that possibility. There's a pretty big possibility that Trump either wins legitimately, which he might, or he somehow finagles it through the courts and wins that way. I mean, it's happened before in 2000. I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there are getting Florida 2000 vibes off of this, right? I mean, it's not like the Trump people didn't telegraph that strategy, right? So that's what's going to happen in the next couple of days. Expect to see a lot of things in the news about court battles, and expect it to most likely go to the Supreme Court, where we now have a conservative court thanks to, Amy Coney Barrett, right? And it could very well turn out that way. And if that's what happens, you got to fight against it as best as you can. But, you know, that's what happens. It'll be a travesty if that's the case. If that's the case, it'll be a serious travesty. First off, it'll be the third Republican, right, election, right, where, yeah, they lost the popular vote, but won the Electoral College. Both of Trump's terms will be like that, right? The way it's looking now, it's looking like, Biden's going to win the popular vote by, 4 or 5 million now, right? So, yeah, that same problem. In fact, you know what? I'm going to look up real quick here. 2020, if anybody has it. Let's see. I'm going to look up here 2020 popular vote total. If anybody has that going so far. It's probably too early, but it looks like right now, according to The Guardian, here we go, left monitor. According to The Guardian, Joe Biden is ahead in the popular vote by 2 million votes, 65 million to 63. Not all the states are counted up yet, right? It could very well be, once again, the Democratic president, more people actually vote for him, but he ends up not becoming president again for the third time, right? That's a serious problem. That is a symptom of dysfunction in our democracy, And all of you conservatives out there who are like feeling pretty good about this, one day that's going to happen to you guys. One day, if we don't fix this problem, one day the Democratic candidate is going to lose the popular vote and win the Electoral College, right? And you guys won't be able to do shit about it. So, anyhow, but, one last thing before we end this, I just want to say, don't be emotionally attached to this election. I purposely, myself, have been attempting to keep myself emotionally distant from this election, right? Because ultimately, the next day, how much does it really affect your life? If we find out one candidate or the other wins tomorrow, does it really change your life? Not that much, Yeah, you might feel happy, my side won, yay, right? But, ultimately, it will ultimately affect you later on. I mean, but just the actual announcement, not so much, But I don't know. I mean, we'll have more. I mean, I'll probably make a couple more videos about what it'll actually mean to have a Donald Trump second term. We're basically screwed, You can expect a lot more people dying from COVID-19. You can expect that to happen. But, we'll probably do that later on. But just for now, everybody just to be cool. Don't panic. If you're a Biden supporter, don't panic. We'll find out by Friday. If you're a Trump supporter too, and you're getting pissed, right? You think that the Biden people are trying to steal the election because that's some dumb shit that Trump has been drumming into your head for 2 weeks or whatever. Just take it easy, be cool, and we'll know by Friday. And then Friday, one way or the other, I'm pretty sure everybody will be able to accept the answer. So, anyhow, folks, that's all I got. Adios.